Hello friends, I'm your Maren and welcome back to Love for Food and Travel. In our previous video, we traveled from Hyderabad to Maredumiili in our electric car, explored destinations on the way, checked into our resort, also showed you the room tour, the price of the cottage, and finally concluded with the dinner buffet arranged by the resort. If you haven't watched our day 1 video, I will provide the link in the description below. On day 2, we woke up to a beautiful scenery of the resort just outside of our cottage. The resort property was surrounded by greenery everywhere and it looked as though you are already in a forest. We took a short stroll around the resort and were enjoying the scenic views of the misty morning. Shortly, we had this guest from the jungle checking on us. Monkeys are plenty here, all through Maredumiili. Therefore, you need to be careful not to feed them or tease them. After some time, the same monkey came and sat in our balcony and was checking if it can get anything to eat. In fact, it was so curious that it came and started looking inside the room through the glass window. We too got excited and tried to play with it. To some of our actions, the monkey did react with surprise. At 8:30 a.m., we went to the restaurant to have breakfast. It was a fairly decent spread with idli, vada, upma, different types of chutneys, sambar, coffee and tea. We liked the breakfast at the resort and we finished with a hot coffee. However, we were not impressed with the normal paper plate that was used to serve the breakfast. I hope the resort takes a note of this. After the breakfast, we started our day at 10 in the morning with a charge of 73% and a range of 364 kilometers. We soon came out of the resort into the beautiful forest of Maredumiili. Our first stop for the day was Jalatharangini Waterfalls. It was just 4 kilometers from the resort. They had a parking space where we parked our car and started walking towards the ticket counter. The ticket price is Rs 50 per head, but please ensure that you carry exact change as neither the UPI works here nor they have any change. Fortunately, Jalatharangini Waterfalls was open to public that week and we were told that this waterfall was closed till last week due to the monsoon rains. There is a small trek after which you will be able to see the falls. In fact, this waterfall is managed by the local tribe along with Andhra Pradesh Forest Department. Though the waterfall had very little water, the entire area was totally covered in greenery and looked amazing. This waterfall was guarded by an iron grill which was helpful for reaching the waterfall. We spent some time in the waterfall and decided to go down and chill on the rocks. We would have spent some 45 minutes at the waterfall, relaxing and enjoying the nature. After this, we left Jalatharangini Waterfalls and moved to the next attraction. Just 7 to 8 kilometers from Jalatharangini Waterfalls, we reached Manyam viewpoint on the Rajamundry Bhadrachalam highway. From this viewpoint, you can get a panoramic view of the landscape and beautiful valleys of Maredumiili. With tall trees, lush green mountains, Manyam viewpoint is one of those wonderful places that you should not miss during your visit to Maredumiili. At 11:30 a.m., we reached the next waterfall called Amruthadhara Waterfalls. Here too, you need to pay Rs 50 per head for the entry ticket. In addition to it, you will need to do some trekking to get to the waterfalls. Therefore, I will not recommend this waterfall if you are traveling with elderly people. This again does not have much water, but it can still be dangerous during monsoon rains. I could see people crossing the iron grill to go up to the waterfall to have a bath. I personally feel this is too dangerous and it is not worth the effort. We took some selfies and pics and moved to the next destination. As we were about to leave the waterfall, we saw a monkey trying to find some food. As I mentioned earlier, we can find monkeys everywhere in Maredumiili, and you need to be very cautious not to feed the monkey and also take care of your belongings. At 1 in the afternoon, we reached Sokuleru Vagu viewpoint. This is a popular place in Maredumiili, and this is the river on which the famous truck scene was shot in the Telugu blockbuster movie Pushpa. We spent some 10 minutes on this viewpoint and we decided to go to the most popular waterfalls, Polluru Waterfalls. Pulluru Waterfalls was around 35 kilometers from Sokuleru Vagu viewpoint, and it took some 45 minutes to reach the waterfalls. In fact, this waterfalls is very close to Odisha Andhra Pradesh border area, and you can find good amount of water in the falls, and the water is crystal clear. The entry ticket is Rs 30 and you are also allowed to bathe in the water. This is relatively a safe waterfall and you should not miss this while visiting Maredumiili. Even we entered this waterfalls and relaxed for some time. I could see lot of people enjoying their hearts full, playing and bathing in the running water. This is again a popular place for shooting. Recently, a Telugu movie called Tammudu had a song shot here. We spent an hour at the waterfalls, and by the time we left this place, it was already 3 in the afternoon and we were yet to have our lunch. There was also one more destination that we planned on that day called Pushpa Bridge, and this was around 20 minutes drive from Pulluru Waterfalls. Therefore, we decided to give it a miss as it would be really late if we visit Pushpa Bridge. Also, we decided to have Maredumiili special bamboo biryani and bamboo chicken before we reached our resort back. As we returned back, we were greeted by a wonderful drizzle and the whole climate changed altogether. By then, we reached Manyam viewpoint again, but this time it was ultimate. The entire valley was covered in mist and it indeed looked like heaven. We continued to move forward in search of bamboo biryani and bamboo chicken. At last, at 5 p.m., we found a place near to our resort where they were preparing bamboo biryani and chicken. We ordered one bamboo biryani and one bamboo chicken, which was served within no time. We all had bamboo biryani. Oh my god, the flavor of the biryani was top notch. I don't know whether it was because we were too hungry or its genuine taste. Both biryani and chicken was too delicious. After this, we drove to a resort which was very close by. By the time we reached the resort, it was 5:30 in the evening and still we had a charge of 43% and a range of 200 kilometers. In total, today we drove around 130 kilometers in and around Maredumiili, which was a combination of gut roads and plain roads. After reaching the resort, we relaxed for some time and then we freshened up. At 8 in the evening, we went to the restaurant to have our dinner. Today we have roti, veg biryani, chicken fry, paneer curry, potato curry, raita, along with white rice sambar, curd and pickle. We had our dinner and returned back to our room and thereby concluded our day 2 of our trip. Next day morning, it was time for us to return back to Hyderabad. In fact, we didn't even wait to have the breakfast at the resort. At 7 in the morning, we started our journey back to Hyderabad. At this point of time, we had 43% of charge and 201 kilometers of range. We slowly drove through the resort onto the beautiful roads of Maredumiili. We drove towards Rajamundry, enjoying the scenic views of this wonderful place. Soon we reached the town area and I could see many visitors here in the morning itself. Before coming out of Maredumiili, we took some customary selfies and pics with lush green background. By 9 in the morning, we reached Habitat in Rajamundry, same place where we charged a car while going to Maredumiili. When we reached the charge zone hub, we were left with 31% charge and 171 kilometers of range. Looks like we got some charge back due to region braking. We quickly put the car on charge while we went to have a breakfast. We went to the Habitat restaurant on the first floor where they serve breakfast. We ordered few items like sambar vada, egg dosa, paneer dosa and puri. Finally, we finished our breakfast with tea and coffee. We spent almost an hour at this place and by the time we came down, the car had charged from 31% to 99%, and this was possible as there was a 90 kilowatt charger from Charge Zone. I guess this is an ideal place to charge your car quickly if you're planning a trip from Hyderabad to Vizag. At 10 am, we resumed our journey to Hyderabad and drove non-stop for more than 4 hours till we reached Suryapet at 2:20 in the afternoon. At this point of time, we were left with 33% charge and a range of 150 kilometers, and we had to cover another 175 kilometers to reach our home in Hyderabad. Therefore, we decided to charge here at 7 Midway Plaza while we had our lunch. This time, we charged using Tata Power Easy Charger of 60 kilowatt. Though the charging speed was okay, the price is on the higher side. You need to shell out close to Rs 28 per unit including tax. For lunch, we ordered few chicken starters like chicken 65, chili chicken and specialty biryani like chef special biryani and emperor biryani. You know what? Just like their name, the price of the emperor and chef special biryani was very high. Anyways, we paid the bill, and as we started walking towards the charging station, it started raining. We quickly removed the charging plug, sat in the car and started driving back home. These days, whenever we cross Suryapet in the evening, we have always received good rains. We continued our journey without stopping, and finally at 6:22 pm, we reached our home in Hyderabad with 40% charge and 190 kilometers range. In this Maredumiili trip, we covered close to 1300 kilometers with an efficiency of 6.5 kilometers per kilowatt hour. On the same day, we charged a car in our apartment to get the total cost of the trip. After calculating the charging cost, we paid Rs 5,440 for the entire trip, which comes to around Rs 4.2 per kilometer, which is still decent considering the Maredumiili is a hilly terrain. So friends, hope you enjoyed our video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until we meet again in another interesting video, be happy and keep smiling.